Would you rather make $5 in profit per sale or almost 50? Would you rather make just a few sales or a lot of sales? If you answered yes and you're selling t-shirts, I have a really cool print-on-demand product to show you today. This is a print-on-demand product that I have actually sold a lot of, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my top tips to actually create designs for it and make a lot of sales. This is a product that I think gives us the ability as print-on-demand sellers to create much better designs than just typical t-shirts, and like I said, it is much more profitable and I think it is a lot cooler, which will lead to more sales. If you're new to my channel, hey Joe, it's Folks here. I make videos like this to show you some awesome print-on-demand products and the strategies you can use to actually make sales, so make sure to check out some of the other stuff that I have here on my channel. And if you want to go through some step-by-step training from me, make sure to check out my course. There is a link down in the description. The best part is it is completely free, and inside you'll get access to over 30 step-by-step videos showing you how to build your print-on-demand store. So in most cases, if you are creating t-shirts, then there's a good chance that you're going to have what I call a stacked quote design. This means that your design is a stacked quote. From top to bottom, you have words and maybe some icons and a couple of different colors and a couple of different fonts for the text. Basically, you have designs that look very similar to these here. These are designs for the mountain biking niche, and you can see that they are sort of that stacked quote style that I just talked about. Or maybe something like this here. Again, just another example of what I mean by stacked quote. We basically have a design that has some different fonts and some different colors and some graphics around the text as well. This is a stacked quote design. And here's the problem that I see with that. A lot of people that create designs like that struggle to actually have anything take off and make a lot of sales. Maybe they will make a few sales. The problem is though, there's just so much of that stuff out there. It almost appears typical to customers. Basically, there's only so many different ways you can create a stacked quote design for your niche. Here is an example of that inside of Etsy. I've gone in here and I've typed in teacher t-shirt in the search bar, and you can see that we have 539,821 results for teacher t-shirts. And if we scroll through, you will see that they are essentially all this stacked quote style. We see basically a few different concepts repeated over and over and over again. And my point is, if you're creating shirts and this is your niche, you're basically doing something that everybody else is already doing. I would encourage you to go check out what's already available inside of your niche. Maybe you go on Google or Amazon or Etsy and you type in your niche and you see if your designs look any different than what's already out there. I have seen a lot of people spend a lot of time creating tons of different t-shirt designs and then struggle to get any sales at all because what they're doing is very similar to what already exists. And even if they do make sales, they're making not a lot of profit because t-shirts are pretty low in profit anyway. And right here is the solution. And no, I'm not telling you to create t-shirts with my face on them. I'll explain that in a moment. What we have here are 3 epic print-on-demand products that are very similar to regular t-shirts, but you have the ability to create much cooler designs because your design is printed all over the garment. These products are also much higher in profit as well. And if you're selling t-shirts and you're struggling to make sales or even any profitable sales, these could be great options for you. This design was actually put together by the print-on-demand supplier that offers this product. They thought it would be funny if they took my face and put it all over it as the design. And honestly, when I opened this in the mail, you should have seen my wife's face when I pulled this out of the package that was sent to us. In a few moments, we are going to break down the quality of these items. I'll also show you the print-on-demand suppliers that you can get them from. These products are what's called all-over print, which means your design gets printed all over the entire garment, which is kind of the point I am trying to make here in this video today, that when you're creating designs for a regular t-shirt and all you can do is print here, you end up with something that is quite common and honestly a little bit boring, and it leads to a lack of sales. Earlier I showed you this store here. It is a mountain biking niche store that is selling t-shirts and hoodies and a lot of other things. The problem is they're creating these very basic stacked quote designs, and honestly these look just like all of the mountain mountain biking designs that you'll find on Amazon or Etsy or on Google, on hundreds of other sites, and honestly, that to me is not a great approach to the niche. Thankfully though, this store is also selling all over printed t-shirts like what I'm wearing right now, and they are creating some designs that are honestly one of a kind. Not only are they able to price them a lot higher and make a lot more profit on them, but they're also creating designs that are really cool. They're creating t-shirts that are very unique and are not seen really anywhere else. That is my main point with a all over printed t-shirt or an all over printed hoodie, is you get to go from something like this here to some really detailed and extremely unique designs, because you can print all over the entire product. You can make the front have a specific design on it. You can make the back have a specific design on it. You could even make just around the neckline have a specific color. It really gives you the ability to create something awesome. And like I said, in a moment we're going to look at the supplier that offers these, and you'll see that you make a lot more in profit as well. Earlier I showed you this store as well. They are creating t-shirts for the police niche, and honestly, again, if you went on Google or Amazon or Etsy and you looked up police themed t-shirts, you would likely see hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of designs that look just like these. All of these designs here are not quite police officer, but you could sort of picture what those ones would look like as police officer designs. You can see as we continue to scroll down, they have all these hoodies here for the police niche, and they're able to create an all over printed hoodie for the police niche that is extremely unique and is also a lot more profitable. This store here is a store that I did a review on here on the channel a little while ago, and they create some really amazing products. This store makes a lot of sales. They're selling these hoodies at $89, which is likely going to be making them a ton of profit, and they're able to do this because the product is an all over printed hoodie. That is why they're able to create these designs that are this detailed and are this cool. The same thing is true here with their line of t-shirts. They're selling these t-shirts for $59.95 or $49.95 and making a lot of profit because they're creating something that is truly unique. They're able to use the entire garment and not just a stacked quote section here on the front of the shirt. As I was getting ready for this part of the video, I actually found this sample as well, which is a zippered all over printed hoodie. What I want to do is sort of break down the quality of these four items, and then we'll take a look at the suppliers that you can get them from. But again, my biggest point with this video is if you are stuck selling shirts, there are some better products just like these that are going to allow you to create some designs that are way cooler, and ultimately you're going to make more profit as well. One really cool thing about all over printed designs as well is the way that they are printed. These products are printed with a printing process called sublimation. That basically means that the ink from the design goes directly into the fabric, I guess is a good way that I could try to explain that to you if you've never heard that term before. What you end up with is a much more vibrant print than you would typically see with a direct-to-garment print-on-demand t-shirt. And what's cool as well is the design will never fade, it will never peel. No matter how many times you wash it, it will always look amazing. You can see as I get close to this here that this design is top-notch. The print quality here is truly amazing. All four of these products in terms of quality are very nice. The hoodies are, quite soft. They're not super thin. They're also not super thick like a jacket. This hooded dress here is an option that I haven't really talked too much about here in this video today. It's basically a hoodie for women. It's kind of a longer one. It's called a hoodie dress. Obviously, something like this here is just a regular hoodie with a front pocket here and a hood. Same thing with the zip version here. It has a pocket right here, a zipper, and then a hood here. And again, the quality on this is much better than what you will find with regular t-shirts or regular hoodies for that matter, because everything I've talked about so far in this video today in terms of stacked quotes going on the chest of t-shirts, essentially the same thing happens with hoodies. And the all over printed hoodie here gives you the ability to create something awesome. Now, before I show you the suppliers, I just again want to show you that these t-shirts here are being priced at $24. I think I saw a whole bunch as well at like $22 or $22.95 or something like that. And when you go to these all over printed shirts, you will see that the price jumps. They're able to sell these for over $40. And again, if we go back and look at the Lunified store, they're selling theirs for $49.95. They do have lots of of reviews on them, so you can see that they are actually selling at that price. Same thing for the hoodies. They're selling these for $89.95, which again means that they are making a lot more profit on these items because they are choosing a much cooler product. And like I said at the beginning, there's a good chance that something like this will sell a lot more. People might be interested in buying a much cooler hoodie like this or a much cooler shirt like this compared to something pretty basic like one of these here. Inside of the Printify app, you can get yourself an all over printed t-shirt. What's cool is it's only going to cost you $16.02 if you have a Printify premium account. And again, this store here is selling them for over $40, which compared to a t-shirt is going to be a lot more profit, and they're likely making a lot more sales on stuff like this. Again, the idea is to avoid doing stuff like this because everybody else is doing that. Print on demand is getting super popular. That doesn't mean you can't do well, it just means you have to think differently about what it is you're doing. Now, the company that sent me the t-shirt with my face on it is actually Subliminator right here. Their all over printed tee costs just $20, and that does include shipping. And again, if you're doing some math here, you'll see that if you're selling the product for $42.95 like this store here, or if you're selling the product for $49.95 or $59.95 like this store here, you're likely making a really great profit margin on this. Subliminator also has the all over printed hoodie that I showed you here. They're going to cost $34 including the shipping. And right here is an example of the hooded dress that I was talking about. This product is also likely pretty profitable because it only costs you $32. If you were selling it even close to this amount here, even if you were selling it at $30 cheaper, you're still making a decent profit on this item. Printify also has an all over printed hoodie here that you could sell. Theirs costs $25.29 if you have a Printify premium account. If you wanted to get yourself a free month of Printify premium, you could use my code. Go to your payment section of your Printify account and enter the code NINJA50, that's NINJA50, and that will get you a free month of Printify premium. The cool part about Printify premium is it gives you a 20% discount on all of your Printify products. If you didn't want to sell a hoodie, you could also sell the sweatshirt version of the all over printed sweatshirt. This is an example here. It's basically a regular sweatshirt, but your design gets printed on the entire product instead of just on the front of the chest. Subliminator also has the zip up hoodie that I showed you before, and they also have their own version of the all over printed sweatshirt. And from the looks of it, both of the suppliers that I showed you today, both Printify and Subliminator, do produce a quality product. My biggest point with making this video is to show you that if you're selling shirts, there are some better options out there. Some that make you more profits and can make you actually more sales. In my experience, all over printed hoodies are a lot more fun to create designs for as well, but they're also, again, a little bit easier to sell because they are truly unique with all of the different ways that you can create your designs. Either way, let me know what your thoughts are. Is an all over printed hoodie or t-shirt or sweatshirt something that you would consider selling on your store? If it is, let me know in the comments below, and if not, let me know why not in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.